The Roots of Hope, Designing Solutions for the Climate Change. Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Karthikeya. Do you know what the primary gas responsible for global warming is? Or what the highest contributor to greenhouse gas emissions is? How about the gas that concerns everyone, from a 6th grade student to a 60-year-old scientist? Yes, you guessed it right. It's CO2, carbon dioxide. This key greenhouse gas drives global climate change and continues to rise every year and every month and every day as we speak. Since childhood, we learn that plants take in CO2 and release oxygen, which helps maintain the balance. But do you think plants alone can cope up with the increasing CO2 emissions? As we progress towards industrialization, we've seen cities transform into metros, towns into cities, villages into towns, and forests into residential areas. What happens to the plants and trees if there are no forests at all? Excessive carbon emissions rise daily, coupled with deforestation as well. It's like a razor sharp double-edged knife, adversely affecting our ecosystem. So, what should we do? Anyone might say, just grow more plants and trees. But is it really feasible? Can we revert our cities to agricultural lands and start from scratch all over again? No, we need solutions that are workable in today's living conditions to be sustainable and effective. In this darkness, we have a sustainable solution that requires almost no effort from us. The roots of hope, buried underground. They are unseen, they are untouched, and they are a lone warrior needing no appreciation or support yet, doing its wonderful part silently every single day. It's the mycorrhiza fungus, a little mushroom in action. Yes, you heard it right. A small, tiny fungus saving humanity and mankind. This fungus draws nearly as much carbon dioxide as the US and China combined, helping to lower carbon emissions. Are you wondering whether a small, tiny mushroom can combat climate change? Well, to be clear, it's not the mushroom solving anything. It's the mushroom's roots that are doing the magic. These mushrooms are just periscopes for a vast underground network of fungus that can be a key part of the fight against climate change. This group of fungi, known as mycorrhizal mycelium, draws more than 13 million of tons of CO2 annually. The roots of this magical mycorrhizal fungus spread deep into the earth's womb, making up a third of the living biomass of soil, and express themselves above ground as those fruiting bodies known as mushrooms. This underground network is so vast that if it stretched into a long filament, its total length would be half the width of our entire galaxy. But how can this extraordinary network help with the climate change? Soil contains about 75% of Earth's terrestrial carbon. These roots are tiny carbon capitalists working underground to capture as much carbon as possible. Their greed means more carbon captured from our atmosphere. The fungus then uses the carbon to grow, creating a virtuous cycle of nourishment that our planet, Mother Earth, desperately needs. The need of the hour is recombinant DNA technology. Study and research are needed to identify how this mycorrhizal fungus efficiently absorbs nutrients like phosphorus and nitrogen from our soil, how it tolerates environmental stresses such as drought, salinity, and soil contamination, how it maintains a healthy balance of symbiotic relationships with other plants as well, and finally, how it effectively performs carbon sequestration. After thorough and careful evaluation, we need to use recombinant DNA technology to genetically modify other species of fungus to perform like the mycorrhizal fungus. This will help us store more carbon effectively and naturally, enabling us to achieve the goals of the Conference of Parties and the Paris Agreement, which is a 45% reduction in carbon by 2030 and a net zero by 2050. Together, we can bring about change with these roots of hope. Thank you.